Tasha DeLay, good morning. Just thrilled to be here. Look, give those kids another round of applause. Isn't that amazing? I mean, the purity, the sincerity, the sheer joy. I love watching it. It's always one of the highlights of being here. But look, it's a very special occasion to be here to celebrate two 18th birthdays, which we're very, very proud of. And I just want to say congratulations to Deki Shukla. This is your first event as the new president of TCC, so thank you and congratulations. Look, it really is an honor to be here. It's always an honor for me to stand on this stage, to be in this building, to be part of this community. I feel so welcome. I feel so warm. I feel humbled. It's very, very special. And I'm very honored to be here today with our special guest, Pema Jetsun, the younger sister of His Holiness. Thank you for coming to Canada. Thank you for coming to Etobicoke. I can't tell you how much we appreciate your being here and how honored we are to have you with us today. Along with your husband, I know it was a journey to get here, but it was worth it for us. I hope it is worth it for you. Now, for 42 years, you've led the Tibetan Children's Village Network, building a community of care with children's villages, day schools, vocational training, youth hostels, and elder homes. Your work has supported tens of thousands of young Tibetans in exile. You served as the first Tibetan woman minister in the Central Tibetan Administration, and as Minister in charge of Education, helped strengthen Tibetan language and culture across the school system. In recognition for this years of service, as pointed out, you were awarded the honor of being called the Mother of Tibet in 1995. Now, when I learn about you and when I talk about you, I think of my own mother, because I'm blessed as a son to be grow up in a home with a very strong, powerful, independent woman like you. My mother, who was a senator in Canada, dedicated her life to helping women in politics and business, and she was a real champion, as are you. And this is particularly significant today in Canada because this is Persons Day in Canada. In 1929, on this day, the highest court in land decided that women were included in the legal definition of persons. So it is very, very appropriate that you're here with us today. So thank you again. Now your tributes are echoed globally through honors including the UNESCO Medal in 1999, the World's Children's Prize in 2006, and recently the Pearl S. Buck Award in 2024 for your work in education. Your life's work reflects the values we celebrate today: compassion in action, dignity of every child, and the preservation of Tibetan identity through education and community. In 2006, the U.S. Congress passed the 14th Dalai Lama Congressional Medal Act. The medal was presented at the U.S. Capitol on October 17, 2007, in a bipartisan ceremony attended by U.S. President George Bush and congressional leaders, and that's part of the reason we're here to celebrate today. In 2006, on June 22nd, His Holiness was conferred the honorary Canadian citizenship by unanimous vote in the House of Commons, something we're all very proud of to this day. At the time, he was only the third person ever to receive this distinction. The medal and Canada's honorary citizenship alike recognize the same ideals His Holiness embodies: compassion and dignity for all people. Those ideals are not only his enduring legacy, they are a roadmap for our future. And those ideals, at this time, at this point in our history, are what guide me day to day, and which should guide the world through times which are very problematic right now. And we should look at His Holiness's words, his teachings, reflect on those, and let the world be guided by that. Last month, I was honored to welcome the Sikyong of Tibet, His Excellency and my friend Pema to the House of Commons for a working lunch with my MP colleagues. We had an honest and constructive conversation focused on practical steps that advance the cause of Tibet, Tibetans in Canada, and around the world. Well, I look forward to next month. On November 17th, we'll be celebrating Tibet Day on the Hill. So all of you are welcome to join us if you can make your way to Ottawa. I know, Deki, you will be there with us for certain. I'm honored to maintain the confidence of my colleagues, and I'm remain the chairman of the Parliamentary Friends of Tibet. And we continue not as a political party, but as parliamentarians to work together, united, to stand up for Tibetan people in Tibet and outside Tibet, preserve their rights and fight for them around the world. I'm profoundly grateful for the tireless efforts for every volunteer and donor of the Tibetan Canadian Cultural Centre. Watching this center grow just in my time since I was elected 10 years ago has been truly remarkable. I've been here, I've seen, you are my third president that I've seen at this center, and each one of you has made remarkable contribution to turning this place into what it is today. It is truly a place where the community comes together, the Tibetan community, but people across the city, and I want to say thank you for that. I also want to bring greetings on behalf of Lee Fairclough, who is my provincial counterpart in the Etobicoke Lakeshore, my colleagues Yvonne Baker and Kareem Bardisi, who desperately wanted to be here today, but unfortunately their schedules wouldn't permit. They would be as happy to be here as I am, and I bring greetings on their behalf. I also want to recognize the contributions of so many others, including our law enforcement members who are with us today, because without you, our community isn't the place it is, and it isn't as safe as it is, and I just want to say thank you. So let me end just by saying how honored I am to be here in your presence. I am so pleased that you're here to join us, and it is truly, truly a privilege to be in the same room and sit with you today. Thank you very much.